Please take your seats. Tonight's competition is ready to begin. As a courtesy, please silence your mobile electronic devices. Welcome to the Community Kitchen's Chef's Challenge. Welcome to the stage your Master of Ceremonies, Brad Wilhelm.
Thank you very much. Okay, sit down. That's fine. It's a little embarrassing. I said thank you very much. Hey, if I have to hold your hand all night long, that's what I will do. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the 14th annual Bloomington Chef's Challenge? 13th, maybe? Vicki, how many? 14? We started this back in 2007. We'd never had a black president in 2007. It's hard to remember when we did have a good president, but yeah, I should have kept the politics out of it. All right. Here we are, we're back. It's been quite a couple years. Where were you guys? I showed up. I was here 2 years ago. There was no audience, there were no chefs, there were no judges. So I just did all the cooking myself. The secret ingredient that year was butter. Actually, I got disqualified because I used margarine. But it was a home-cooked popcorn, stovetop popcorn, cooked in olive oil, garnished with margarine, and grilled cheese with cheese and made with margarine. And I won, even though I got disqualified. And then last year, when I showed up and none of you were here, and none of the chefs were here, none of the judges were here, it was mayonnaise was the secret ingredient. And so I, once again, did all the cooking, and it was mayonnaise on saltines. That was it. That was what it all was. And I sat by myself down in the green room just nibbling on mayonnaise and saltines and wondering where my life had gone wrong. But we're back this year with a full show, and thank you guys for coming out. Give yourselves a round of applause. This is great. As you know, we're doing this as a fundraiser for the Community Kitchen in Monroe County, and that's why we're all here. It's going to be a fun time, we're going to have a great time, but ultimately, we're here to raise money for the Community Kitchen. So hopefully you have your wallets and your debit cards ready to go, because we're going to put them to good use here tonight. Okay? Yes. All right. I love your faked enthusiasm. All right. So we're going to very quickly just run through our sponsors. It's a sponsor recognition time. So you can hold your applause till the end or applaud anytime you want to. I really don't care. By the way, I am wearing this hat, not because I'm bald, because I'm cool. So your sponsors are Mallard Grogner, Piazza, ISU the May Agency, Meineke Car Care. They have a spectacular vending machine at Meineke. If you're there, good eats there. Goodley and Sons, Fred and Marty. Doesn't say anything but Fred and Marty, so thanks. All right. Bunger and Robertson, Goods for Cooks, Prince Sandblasting, Hometown Insurance, Performance, Ryan Schick, Steve's Roofing, Express Employment, German American Bank, Cardinal Spirits, and Simply Primitive. Those are your sponsors tonight, so a round of applause for everybody there. And your appetizers tonight, how were the appetizers? All right. Well, they were brought to you by One World Catering, Feast, Market, and Cellar, Yeah, you can go ahead and applaud anytime you want to. Osteria Rego, Kroger, lot less enthusiasm for Kroger, I noticed, but that's okay. We thanked them anyway. That was very nice of them. Farm in Bloomington, The Tap, Smokeworks, Southern Stone, and Shea Bello. All right. So, you all understand what we're doing here. The Chef's Challenge is basically the Iron Chef, right? If you've seen the Iron Chef on your televisions at home or on the YouTube or however you get your media these days, the Iron Chef, a secret ingredient comes out, 3 chefs pit each other against each other. Panel of judges are going to be fed by what the chefs produce. They're going to determine who the winner is. You also get to choose the People's Choice Award winner. Hopefully you've seen where you can go ahead and vote for that outside. You also may have seen it on Facebook or online. So that's basically what we're doing. Everyone not understand what's going on here tonight? Did someone think the Indigo Girls were playing or something and you're concerned? All right. Just making sure. Okay, well, I'm going to bring up my partner, the man who actually runs the community kitchen. They've got an executive director, but we know that she doesn't really do anything. This guy does it all. Please welcome Tim Clower.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for coming. Brad, I'm going to introduce the judges that we have this evening. To your right is Carol Kugler. She's from the Herald Times. Carol's an avid cook. She works and writes doing the On the Menu column each Wednesday and various other parts of the paper, keeping Bloomington residents informed of changes in the local and regional food scene. Carol, thanks for helping out. Carol's done this several years, I think, as a judge. Okay. In the middle is Stacy Strand. Stacy is a professor of baking and pastry. She's an award-winning instructor and current chair of the Ivy Tech Culinary Arts Program here in Bloomington. And then the dude on the end, everyone's friend, David Talent. David trained along with his wife, Chrissy, at the CIA, Culinary Institute of America, before opening Restaurant Talent in Bloomington. He is now the executive chef of IU Dining. Dave is a 3-time champion of the Bloomington Chef's Challenge. He won it in 2009, 2010, and the last time we did it in 2019. There are judges for this evening.
Okay, and now your contestants here tonight. First of all, we want to recognize once again the 2019 winner, David Talent. I have no idea why we just said he won it in 2019 twice in a row, but we did, and you're better for it. First up is Eric Bueno from Feast Market and Cellar. You're defending your title as top chef. What are you going to do to keep the title?
I said it once before, and I'll say it again. I can make better food than everyone else.
Why don't you let him repeat that with the microphone in front of him, Tim? Maybe people can hear him that way.
Now that you can hear me, like I said before, you just got to make better food than everyone else.
So that's a sneaky strategy, but okay, good job. Next is Alan Booz from Meadowood. Grab a microphone there, Alan. Alan, yeah, exactly. Wow, that's the first time that's happened. I assume that was for me, right, sir? Yeah, okay. All right. Alan, this is your second time on the Chef's Challenge stage. Do you have anything up your sleeve for tonight?
I'm just going to come out here and hopefully make some good food, and may the best man win. All
right. So that means we have 2 chefs who are going to make good food. Let's see what our third challenger has got. Cody Granoff from Rags Asteria. Cody, this is your first time here on the Chef's Challenge stage. How do you feel about your chances?
Great.
I have a follow-up. Do you intend to make good food this evening?
We're just going to watch what Bueno does and do it a little better.
Okay. The gauntlet has been thrown down. All right. Okay, Tim, what I'd like you to do now is get rid of these chefs. So as you know from the Iron Chef, there's a secret ingredient, and every one of your chefs tonight are going to have to cook their meals with that secret ingredient, and the judging is going to be determined on how well they use that ingredient. Ingredients from past years have been, as I said, butter, mayonnaise. I forgot what joke I even made before, but there we go. I'm getting something in my ear here. Oh, okay. Tim is ready to come out and bring you the secret ingredient right now. The reveal for the secret ingredient. It's Tim Clowfer. By the way, Tim, your name is spelled and pronounced many different ways. Some people call it Clowfer. Some people call it Clower. Some people call it, you've heard them all?
Yeah.
It is Clower, though, right?
Yes, it is.
It's Clower. Okay. I saw some confused looks out there. They look at the program and they're like, no, it's Clowfer. But no, it's Clower. All right, good. What's our secret ingredient?
This year, from Stranger's Hill Farm, basil.
All right. Can you guys smell that basil? It's right. I need just a very quick production note to our director in the back. I can't hear a word you're saying. It's just, it sounds like Charlie Brown's teacher in my ear. So, there we go. Oh. Okay. Okay, so we're going to introduce our first chef. We're going to bring him up. It's Alan Booz. And Alan's sous chef tonight is Clayton Eads. Here for Clayton. And as anyone who's worked in the restaurant business knows, it's the sous chef who does all the work, and the chef just gets the paycheck. So what's going to happen? So what's going to happen? Just they're going to wait for their directions to start. You're going to see a clock right there at the start. They're going to get 60 minutes to prepare their dish, and then there's going to be a 5 minutes to plate and serve to the judges after that 60 minutes is over. Do we understand that? And we're going to wait for the voice of God with the little G to tell us when we're going to start the countdown. Any moment now. By the way, if you're wondering which god, I think it's Khonshu. The Egyptian god Khonshu is going to be the god tonight giving you the timing orders. So, no one else watched Moon Knight? Okay, fine. I'm the only one? All right, thank you. Yeah, I am the only one to see it. Yeah. My name's Stephen, by the way.
Stephen, it will begin in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
And we're cooking! Now we're going to be bringing out another chef here soon. We're going to stagger those so everyone is plated in like a 10 or 15 minute. You'll see how it works. Don't worry. It's all going to make sense in a minute. And also, hopefully you can see, we've got an intro video for our chef, Alan Booz, and I think we're going to see that right now.
My name is Chef Alan Booz. I am at Meadowood Retirement Community. I am the executive chef. I have been here for 20 years as of last March. I started in fast food at Wendy's when I was 19 years old. I'm 50 now, so I've been doing this 31 years. I worked through college at fast food, and then I moved to Bloomington and I worked at Opie Taylor's when it was By the Bluebird with Chef Tad DeLay, who went on to open the Limestone Grill, and that's that's kind of the background of where I learned how to cook. I like to say I never went to a culinary school until I was an adjunct professor at Ivy Tech, and that's the first time I ever walked into a culinary school. Well, we run since we have the same residents every day, we run a cycle menu, which is, we rotate the menu every 5 weeks. So the menu changes every day. At lunch we do two entrees and 3 sides. At dinner we do 3 entrees, one of them always being a lighter fare or a salad, and 3 sides also. We also have a daily salad and dessert, and a lot of this is made in-house. It's I would describe it as in-house catering, because we're not doing the same thing, or we're not doing the same menu every day, but it's the same people. I guess as a general category for proteins, I lean towards pork, because you can do so much with it. We do a lot with pork tenderloin, and the nice thing about pork tenderloin is you can change the sauce, the rub, everything, and create different dishes, and depending on what you pair it with, you can use the same protein to get completely different flavor profiles with your dishes. And I rely on that a lot. We do a birthday menu every month here, so anybody who has a birthday in the month of July, they're invited, and that's where I write a progressive menu, starting with a soup and a salad and an entree, and then birthday cake. And I tend to use a lot of pork tenderloin in that, and then just pair the sides for the seasons. So in the spring, I do 3 months of the spring menu, 3 months of the summer menu, fall and winter. And I don't always use pork, but that tends to be my go-to. It's adaptability. You know, the cuisines, I have a great staff, and with them we can do almost any kind of food. It's, as any chef will tell you, it's the day that the truck comes in and what you expect to be there isn't there. It's what can you do now to make sure that the customer gets something either the same, similar, or of equal value. And with the pandemic, the last few years, and the shortage in the supply chain, that has been a skill that I'm really glad that I've honed over the years. Yeah. So. Well, the first time I did it, I had never done one before. I found that just knowing what ingredients I'm going to study the ingredients that I know are going to be there, kind of check off things that with my sous chef that we're going to focus on or try to focus on. And that way when we get the ingredient, we'll have 2 or 3 different game plans so if it's a fruit, we're going to go one way. If it's a vegetable, we'll go another way. If it is a protein, then, it's so my approach is to just have a few different ideas of what I want to do. It should be fun. It's a nice group of people, and win, lose, or draw, that's going to be a lot of fun. It's for a great cause, and I just hope I have the loudest cheering section, and I'm bringing a busload of people with me.
Awesome.
So.
Cool.
Okay, Jim, what's it look like Chef Alan was doing?
Well, Chef Alan was doing a little shopping, and he just lost his apron. And his sous chef Clayton has began cutting on some peppers. He's got a little bit of rice going. Alan has picked some of the different basils that we have. It looks like some purple basil, some of the Greek basil. We also have a sweet Italian basil as well, and some other vegetables, ginger, zucchini, shiitakes, limes, and tofu, which isn't something you often see. chosen by one of the chefs here. So yeah, they're just getting things rolling over here.
Awesome. And as someone who has gone vegan in the past 2 years, that was actually a very nice update. Thank you, Tim.
You're welcome.
Okay. Yeah, you can applaud for Tim. Yeah. He's only worked 80 hours this week, so, you know, we got that. You see all these items down in front of me here and off to the side and down front here. All these items are up for auction here tonight. Someone is going to go home with all these amazing items, and all that money that you pay for them is going to go to the community kitchen for a very good cause. We're running up against the clock here, but Simply Primitive has got this hutch, this beautiful hutch, the table and the desk. All of those. Goods for Cooks has got those two Netherton Foundry Shropshire oven-safe 8-inch iron frying pan and the oven-safe 12-inch iron frying pan. And there's a whole thing about what the Netherton Foundry is, and I'll tell you about all that later. Cardinal Spirits, 3 bottles, 1 Songbird coffee liqueur, 1 tiki rum, and 1 Blackberry Bramble vodka. Also a 4-pack of 4 flavors of canned cocktails. Double vodka with a splash or cranberry and a squeeze of lime, bourbon cream soda, Maui Mule and Bramble Mule with a $50 gift card, $185 retail. And Chef Seth Elgar, once again, is going to cook a meal for you. Seth's family in the house tonight. Is the audience heckling each other at this point? As long as Seth is feeding me, I'll listen to him talk all night long. And Prince Sandblasting has brought this lovely limestone welcome sign or family tombstone. You choose. Right here for you. Actually, it's a gorgeous piece, and if you do buy it, you do have to carry it out on your back. So we need to see that happen. And Andy Dillman and Teresa Lavender have brought the Around the Table gift basket with local gift cards and olive leaf products, and this local picnic backpack with a variety of local food items. We'll get more into it later, but all of this is going to be up for auction tonight. So take a look at them, decide which family member you want that headstone to go to, and there we go. All right, what time? We got just a few minutes left. Tell you what, let's auction off one of those frying pans, shall we? Yeah. The 8-inch iron frying pan. This comes from the Netherton family, the Netherton Foundry, a family-owned business located in South Shropshire, England, known for its iron and coal. This region site is the birthplace of the Industrial Revolution. It is home to the first iron bridge dedicated to the Netherton logo. You don't care about any of that. It's a great skillet. And definitely worth your money. It's got a retail value of $88. We'll start the bidding at $25. That's amazing because we can't see you up there either. Yeah. So we're going to start at $25. Where was that? 25? Let's go up to 50. Who wants $50? 50. 75. How about 60? Retail's at 88, $60. Okay, 55. 60 right here. All right, 65. Just so you know, you're gonna have to yell because I can't see hardly. I see this front rows, and that's all I can see. So, all right, 60 going once. 60 going twice. $60 is the community kitchen right there. Okay, we got 2 minutes before our next chef comes out. Tim, what's going on now? Do you know?
Let's check it out. Okay, we're still working on some peppers. We got some zucchini getting sliced up. Looks like Alan is still kind of dicing things up. Yeah. What are you working on?
Curried oatmeal. Gonna do some fresh veggies sauteed in a little sesame oil and butter, and then chicken stock, coconut milk, oats, topped with a fresh vegetable, or with tofu inside of it, topped with a fresh vegetable relish.
Wow. Impressive. Any thoughts, Dave, on what you see going on over here?
Well, see me the Thai style, Thai food and basil, kind of like peas and carrots. I think it's a good direction.
Okay, Tim's going to go down and grab our next chef for the moment. So, has anyone got a family member ready for that tombstone yet? Nope. I've got a couple in my family, I think. Probably. Anyway, so everyone having a good time so far? All right. Our next chef is going to be coming up here any second. As we wait, look at that's a great camera shot. By the way, the folks at Katz are doing a fantastic job as they do every chef challenge in videotaping this and bringing it to you right now. And I always say BCAT, but it's Katz or. Okay, almost here. And here we go. The next chef, Cody Granoff, and his sous chef Ian Fletcher. Soccer match has broken out. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to wait for the voice of God with a little G to let us know start time. They're already getting a strategy together? Intense conversations? Yeah, I saw last episode of The Bear too. Okay. What? It just sounds like all beans is what you just said. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you said or not, but let's go with it. I think they're going to have more than beans. It does look like it's bueno up here. So I guess it's not bueno though, it's great off. I'm getting weird stuff in my ear here. And it's probably because I don't clean it enough. Okay. So once again, you're reminded that we're here tonight for the Community Kitchen. Everyone knows the Community Kitchen in Monroe County, right? You know the amazing work that they do, right? You're going to find out by the end of the night even more amazing stuff that this organization does. And if you haven't seen the food truck yet and how they're being able to get food directly to people, it's a remarkable thing. And we're very happy to have it here in our community. And yeah. But that food truck ain't cheap, folks. So we need your money. So here. All right, any second now.
30 seconds.
That's any second. 30 seconds is any second. Hush falls over the crowd.
Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Cook. All right. Okay, so the clock has started, and now it's time for another video, this time for Cody Granoff.
Cody Granoff, head chef, Osteria Rago. We are Italian, Italian-American, but we lean towards the philosophy of fresh, quality ingredients and just a good, consistent technique, true to Italy, I suppose. My first cooking job, I was 14. Right after I turned 14, I got a work permit and found a job in a kitchen, and probably 75% of my career I've been in kitchens. Did a couple of other things that were really fun and interesting and cool, but I just keep coming back to a kitchen. Been here to stay for probably 10 or 15 years now. I have worked with many great men and women throughout my culinary career thus far. Worked with a lot of great chefs and sous chefs, and I wasn't always interested in making it my career until maybe 10 years ago or so. And that's when I really started doing my own research and just kind of really taught myself a lot of technique and details as far as cooking. I would say probably sugar. I've been getting a little more into pastry and baking and really trying to elevate that end of my cooking game. But I love working with proteins. If I were to travel some more, going back here a little bit, it'd be nice to work with some more seafood. And, you know, we do have decent fish available here, but it'd be really nice to get back to work on more fish and seafood. We're putting our heads together. Yeah, we're kind of coming up with some ideas for potential dishes based on, you know, what we get ingredient-wise. I guess, you know, we're kind of treating it with the same attitude and mentality as coming into work, you know, a Saturday night shift. You know, just working clean and organized with a sense of urgency. And, you know, we're going to make the best of it. We're going to, you know, try to have as much fun as we can. But I know that, you know, it's a time-sensitive mission. And, you know, we'll be ready, you know. Or we won't, but it's going to happen.
Yeah.
One way or the other.
All right, we're going to throw it back to Tim, and Tim, give us an update on what's going on the floor.
Okay. Still lots of fine dicing here, getting ready for their curry dish. Looks like some heirloom tomatoes going on, and some ginger, and corn and zucchini. And the water is on for the rice. So let's go down and check out what the second chef, Cody, is up to. Looks like they've got some of the Fisher Farms pork loin, cutting off some of the fat. They also have some jumbo shrimp, and got some green beans, zucchini, bell peppers going on. I think that's all I see at the moment. Care to enlighten us of what you're up to?
Yeah. Gonna cut up some pork here, pound it out, do a little Milanese preparation, and we've got some succotash happening here, so. All right.
Awesome. Sounds good.
All right,
There you go, Brad.
succotash, you heard it here first. All right. And I don't know if you can catch it yet in the audience, but the aroma is starting to waft through here. It's amazing. All right. Just someone who hasn't had meat in 2 years, I'm looking at that pork loin, and I may leave my wife for that slab of meat right there. Okay. So let's go back to the auction, shall we? Yeah, your enthusiasm is overwhelming. Thank you very much. Let's stay with the frying pan, shall we? This time the 12-inch iron frying pan, a $107 value. That's more than $106. It's a $107 value right here, this frying pan, you know all the details about it. It's a very nice piece of work there, something that every chef needs in their arsenal. And we're going to start the bidding at $50. $50. $50. Do I hear 75? 75, where'd that come from? 75. How about $100? All funds, $100 right there, going to the community kitchen. $110. 110. How about 105? 101, 50, 105? 105, got it? How about 110? 110, 115. Did we get a 115? I just didn't see it. Nope. 110.
115 up here.
Wow. 115 up there. That's somebody's mom. Okay. How about 120? 120? 120? 125? Mom? 125. Okay, 120 going once. 125. Woo! Now we're getting exciting. 130. 130 American dollars. 130. Whoa! 135. 135. 135. Dare I say 140? 150. $150 for someone who's showing off for a woman. All right. Sir, what you do in your private life is none of my concern. But I will take 150. How about 160? All right, 150 going once. 150 going twice. 150 and a smooch from Chef Smooth. Chef Booze, go right here. All right, so we also have some gift cards up here. This is a note from my teeth. All right. Here's a $50 gift card from Osteria Rago. $50 gift card, but we're not going to auction this off. This is going to be a trivia question, all right? And since they didn't give me questions beforehand, I get to come up with my own questions. So, but they're going to be food related, all right? Local musician John Mellencamp has a unique way of eating a chili dog. Sucking it down, I heard right from here. You just won a $50 gift card. Someone was very happy to say sucking it down. I don't know why, but got very excited. Here is another gift certificate from Osteria for $50. In that same song, where did John Mellencamp get the chili dogs he was sucking on? Tasty Freeze, I heard it right there. Right there. Right here. That's, yeah, you got it, you won. There you go. She used to babysit my daughter, and I didn't even recognize her. All right. All right. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. How about, oh, we got lots more gift cards. Let's do, I got to think of something else food related. I thought it was the Mellencamp thing. Now I have to think of something else. All right. All right. This is, $25 from Nick's English Hut. All right, $5. And I know everyone knows the answer to these things, and you're putting your hand up. I'm just going with the first one I make eye contact with, so if you really think you know it, run to the stage and yell at me, because I'm not going to see it otherwise. The band Heart, coming from the Pacific Northwest, loved seafood. What was Ann Wilson's favorite type of fish? Barracuda, where'd it come from? Right over here? Right here? Okay, we're getting ready for our next chef here. We got just a few seconds later. Can you smell it now? Okay, next up is Eric Bueno. And his sous chef, Brett Holloway. Here for Jim Brett Holloway. We've already talked to Eric Bueno. Now we got 2 minutes before we get to start. Tim, what's going on up there? Tim is gone.
Well, hammering the pork loin. Cutting up some zucchini over here. Slicing it up. Lots of diced peppers, green beans, onions. You've got some shrimp out as well, so it looks like they're going to do a couple different proteins. They've got a flat iron skillet sizzling over here and some butter out. These guys are full on, straining their rice, getting that together. We've got some, looks like curried tofu on the pan here on the skillet. Cooking up, smells wonderful. Looks good, Alan. Yeah, what's going on? It's coming together. They got their limes juiced. Lots of things going on here. Looks good. They also have some shrimp as well. So it looks like they'll be doing a meat protein or a seafood protein in addition to the tofu.
Yummy. All right. Also, don't forget the concession stand up here at the Busker Chumley Theater.
30 seconds.
30 seconds to start.
20. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin.
And we're off. All chefs cooking. All chefs cooking. I repeat, all chefs are cooking. And we got a nice video for Eric Bueno too, and we're going to show that right now.
I'm Eric Bueno. I'm the executive chef at Feast Market and Cellar. I've been working here for 5.5, 6, I don't even remember, a little while now here. Well, Feast has always been a little different, and we try to embrace that in our food and what we do and try to be different. So we run things a little different. We certainly have different food. Our styles are kind of all over the place. Certainly kind of like upscale, casual, but with my kind of backgrounds and, you know, everyone and the diversity that we have at Feast, I try to touch on a lot of different things. There's, you know, Latin flavors, there's Indian flavors, there's certainly the American flavors that everyone loves. And we kind of try to reach to all those demographics and kind of hit, and that also is in part of me just trying to learn and grow as a chef and try new things and experience techniques that I maybe don't know as well, to try and learn those or do better. And that's kind of where my foundation starts, even at Feast, tying into the style. So I don't know, it's fun to kind of branch out, and so we don't have just the same monotonous, you know, normal thing that every restaurant has. Certainly been cooking quite a while. In a professional setting, I could say maybe 12 years. So in the grand scheme, not a lot. I'm still young. I'm still learning a ton. But my family's kind of been in restaurants in and out through all the life. So I'm waiting in the break room as a child, and until my mom would get off of work, or I hear stories of my grandparents and their restaurants that they managed, the bars that they managed. So I've always had that background, and I didn't really realize it until I moved to Bloomington, and I just got a job in a restaurant and just realized that this is what I'm good at and this is what I want to do. So, kind of hard if we're thinking a little deeper. I don't know, it's my ability to kind of adapt to situations. You never know what's going to happen in a restaurant. So having that ability to just kind of sit back and roll with punches is, I think, certainly one of my biggest strengths, but also a good, just kind of trait for a good chef. It's really a tough question, especially all the different kind of elements that I mentioned that Feast kind of does, and with all the farmers seasonally, I feel like every season I have a favorite ingredient, because I can't get some of that good stuff in winter versus summer. But one of the things that I always tie back to that works well with everything that I kind of like to do, pasta being the most thing, is corn. I think it's certainly it's an Indiana thing, and I'm from Indiana, but it's kind of versatile. There's a lot of things that you can do with it. I have a lot of good dishes. And if I'm really thinking back to the best things that I've made, it's usually centered around that.
Sous Chef Brett Holloway. I love being able to look at you as you're watching this, because I see the enthusiasm you have for certain chefs that are here. I just got a question. How many people are here who work with the chefs on stage tonight? By the way, you've been banned from coming up and talking to Alan at all, just so you know. Yeah, well, he called the police, and we got him off, so you know. Okay, that's not only creepy, but racist. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. All right. All right. Well, I'm glad you're all here celebrating that you're chefs at the place that you work for. One of the things that looks like Tim has gotten the stove thing under wraps there.
Pardon me?
Are we taking care of the?
Everything's taken care of. We had every year we test the stoves once we get here, and then inevitably one of them backfires. Fortunately, we have a backup.
Good.
So we're ready.
Perfect.
Made the switch. We're on fire now.
What happens if two backfire?
Pardon?
What happens if two backfire?
Well, yeah, that's a good question, Brad.
Good question.
Thanks for throwing that out there into the
I have a $25 gift card for the first person who can tell me what happens if two backfire. Who said we share? Where? Come down and get your gift card. It's a $25 gift card to Nick's for the sharing. Sharing is caring, and so we got that for you right there. All right. So, Tim, if you're ready, can you tell us what's going on now at the tables?
I'm ready, man. They're moving fast and furious here. Didn't seem too bothered by the snafu with the stove. They've got a lot of basil on their table. It pretty much looks like most of what they have. They have a mortar and pestle out, working on some of that. They have, looks like some cilantro, the sweet basil, some of the Greek, it looks like, or maybe that's the Thai. But yeah, they're just picking apart the basil right now. Looks like we've already got a little bit of it in a skillet cooking away. So they're off to a quick start with the ingredient.
All right. Yeah, sure. Okay, so it looks like it's about time for us to do another video for you. This is a video about the secret ingredient itself. Hopefully it's about basil.
So we're here at the Butler Park Community Garden to talk about basil. Right here, basil is the ingredient this year. It's a culinary herb of the mint family. It's native to tropical regions from Central Africa to Asia. And it's grown here in Indiana as an annual, and you see it all over the place, very easy to find. In other parts of the world, they can grow it throughout the year, but here we're used to it mainly during the summer months. This particular variety appears to be sweet basil, which is the most common. It's a little bit milder, has a licoricey taste. It's kind of versatile in different dishes. There's a larger leaf basil that's called Genovese. It's typically used for pestos. It's a little more intense and aromatic. And there are a lot of other varieties of basil that we can grow around here, as well as Thai basil, which has got more of an anise flavor, a little bit of licorice, a little bit of clove flavor to it. You see it, of course, in a lot of Asian type dishes. Greek basil, which is another similar in look to this basil, has smaller leaves but is a little bit sweeter than the sweet basil or the Genovese. Then there are a variety of flavors. There's lemon basil, lime basil, cinnamon basil, and then even chocolate basil. All told, there's probably over 30 different types of basil. The predominant one being sweet basil that is easy to find here in Indiana. Most of our basil that we're using in the competition today comes from Strangers Hill Farm. Strangers Hill has always been a great supporter of the Chef's Challenge and Community Kitchen, and we like to highlight a particular farm. This year it's Strangers Hill. Strangers Hill is the oldest organic farm, registered organic farm in Indiana.
Chef Booz, you have 20 minutes. Chef Booz, 20 minutes remain.
20 minutes for Chef Booz. You know, that was a great video about basil, a lot of stuff I didn't know, but one basil they didn't mention, basil faulty. That's a joke just for me. The rest of you are not going to get that. That's fine. From Faulty Towers, thank you very much. One person got it. Thank you. I now retire. Thank you very much. Thank you. Folks, let's go back into these auctions items, shall we? How about, let's look to, oh, the 3 bottles of Cardinal Spirits liquors. 1 Songbird coffee liqueur, 1 tiki rum, and 1 black raspberry bramble vodka, which is actually really, really good. Not that I know, but that vodka is really nice. We'll start the bidding at $20 for 3 bottles of booze. $20 right there. Yeah, all 3 of them together. Oh, they're listed separately. The cans come too? Oh my goodness, well that's going to change everything. That includes a 4-pack of 4 flavors of canned cocktails. Double vodka with a splash of cranberry, squeeze of lime, bourbon cream soda, Maui Mule, and Bramble Mule, and a $50 gift card. Well, that's $185 right there. Where was the 100? Right there, $100. Do I hear 125? 125. How about 150? 150. How about 175? 175. How about $200? 200. How about 225? It's booze. How about 210? All right, $200 going once. 210, all right. I'm going back to 225 because it's worth 220. There we go, 225. Let's go to 235. Okay, 225 going once. Did I mention it's booze? Oh, not. Did I mention it's hooch? It's hooch. Wouldn't it be funny if Alan's middle name was Hooch? Alan Hooch Booze? Okay, 225 going once. 225 going twice. Sold for $225. All right, we still got some time. How about another one? And we'll go down to the meal from Chef Seth Elgar. You gonna come out? All right, Chef, this meal.
Yeah, this theoretical meal.
This theoretical meal.
Yeah.
They cheer for me all the time. Don't let us throw you. What is this going to entail?
Well, it depends on how much money you all want to spend to help support Community Kitchen. The more money you spend, the more friends you get to invite to the table, or the wilder that the meal gets. If you want to restrict the number of people at your gathering, we just get wilder with what we do food-wise. We can pair with beer, we can pair with wine, we can bring someone in to make cocktails. You all get to pick what it is you want to do. I just make it happen, and I bring the help that I need to make a wonderful evening happen that supports a lot of free meals for people in this community that need them.
All right. And I should ask this question for those who don't know. Chef, have you ever cooked before?
A few times.
Yeah.
Nowadays, it's not it's not what pays my bills, but I still do it for fun and for free to raise money.
Ah, well then.
Chef Booze, you have 15 minutes. Chef Booze, 15 minutes.
Chef Hooch, 15 minutes. Chef Hooch. So, for those of you who don't know, I was joshing with Seth here. He ran what, no offense to anybody else, but my favorite restaurant ever in Bloomington, and I've been here since '81, which is No Coast Reserve.
Thank you.
There's been some great restaurants, Restaurant Talent, and the Uptown is still one of my favorites. I mean, over and over and over. There's lots of great restaurants in town, always has been. But in my heart, it's always going to be a No Coast Reserve. But you failed with that, right? Yeah.
Failed pretty fantastically, yeah.
All right.
90% of all restaurants die within their first year. So we made it 4 years, like that's doing pretty
So
darn
there you go, yeah. I liked it when you're in the old Cold Stone Creamery location. You know, you go in, you put the food down on the cold thing, and yeah, it was great. All right. And on the Cold Stone. All right. So, oyster.
They know what's up.
So, how much money have you already spent at the booze section up front there? Or did you just pregame and just tailgate in the parking lot before you came in? Yeah, all right. Oh, tailgated at Michael's. Michael's, the craft store, they let you tailgate in there? I know it wasn't gonna be Hobby Lobby because, you know.
They're not down with that.
They're not down with that.
They're only down with stolen artifacts.
Stolen artifacts, yeah.
Just stolen artifacts.
As long as there's no dancing. Okay, all right. So let's get back to the matter at hand and not talk to these people anymore.
I want to start us off talking about a dinner for 6. If it grows from there, it grows from there, but I want you to think about what it means to have a very meaningful dinner for 5 of your closest friends and get to do something that you wouldn't normally be able to do and in the comfort of your own home outside of other interferences and whatnot.
So should we start this bidding at $500?
I think we should start it at $600.
$600, okay. $600, thinks a lot of himself. Okay, $600. $650. $750. $800. $800. Can we do here $9?
I think we got a 9 over here.
9. 1,000.
Do we have 1,200? We've got
1,200.
1,200.
How about 13? Yes, where? 13. 1,500. 13 going once. Tell you what, look, 14. 14 right here. Let's up this a little bit. If we get to 2,000, I've made this promise before, and no one's ever taken me up on it. If we get to 2,000, I will serve the dinner in a French maid's outfit. $200, sir. We can negotiate a private meal for you for $200. Okay, so we were at 14, right? 14. How about 15?
15, let's go. We say it's a dinner for 8 or 10 at this point.
Oh.
1,500.
15. Invite, yeah. So you can invite everyone from your neighborhood except the people you don't like.
Yeah. Not the HOA president.
Yeah. 1,600. 16. 1,750. 17. I've got some on my phone right now if you want them. All right, so we were at 16?
We are.
16, and we're going higher than 16. $1,600 going once. This is a very mean crowd here this evening. You're 1,600 going twice.
It's your choice. We'll source whatever is the desired profile. We'll pair and go.
$1,600 going 2 3/4. So that's 17, 1750 or 17? 17. All right, let's get it to 1750. $1,750. 18.
We have a new record. That's a new record.
If I owned this mic, I would drop it, but it's not mine. I can't do that. So let's go 1850. Anybody want to be a jerk and screw these people out of it? 1850. I've got it in the trunk of my car, sir. Yeah. You never know when it's going to come in handy. Or when I can pick up $200 from it. So, all right. So we were at 18.
Yeah.
18 going once. 18 going twice. $1,800 sold right here.
Thank you very much. And I also want to take up party number 2 on, or party number 3 if they're interested. We have the new food truck for Community Kitchen, and it's not the most fuel efficient thing in the world. It takes a lot of gas to keep that thing going. So if parties number 2 and 3 still want to keep with their bids as well, then I want to take all of your money tonight and make sure that Brad gets dressed up in other regards.
Yeah. So you're telling me that the person who bet $1,700, where was that at? Where was 17? Right there. You get, if you want to pay 17 now, you get a dinner. And who was 16?
Okay.
You were, okay, so was there a 15? Will you do it for 15?
I feel like there was a 15. Who wants to be the... All right.
There you go.
Excellent.
Vicky, do you see that? All right. There you go. Thank you all very much.
Culinary prostitution at its finest.
What you just saw was a remarkable man doing a remarkable thing for the community kitchen. So, Chef Seth Algarve. Okay, where are we at here? Oh, we're just about time here. So maybe we got time for one more $25 trivia gift card. This is going to be a tougher one, all right? The ones I came up with are a little easier. This is a little tougher. Still music related. Led Zeppelin's favorite dessert was mentioned on the Physical Graffiti album. What is it? What? Custard pie is the answer. There you go. My faith in the young people of this country has been renewed. All right. There we go. All right. So we got just a couple minutes before we've got another warning coming up here. In the meantime, don't forget about that People's Choice Award. Everyone know what I'm talking about there? You get a chance to vote for your favorite. They might not win the judges' chances, but they get a chance to win the People's Choice Award based upon your votes. And those votes are donations to the community kitchen. So, check that out if you shall. Tim, how we doing?
Doing good, Brad. Lots of stuff going on here. The smells up here are amazing. I don't know if you can catch that all down there. I'm going to grab my friend Dave here real quick. Tell me what you see going on.
I mean, a lot of Fast and Furious cooking. Everybody's watching that clock for sure. You know, it's coming right down to it. So, yeah. Good. Yeah.
So, again, a couple of the chefs using pork and shrimp. And then the other chef also using the shrimp, looks like with the tofu. All kinds of equipment being used. I see the basil turn into, looks like pesto. Hesitate to say that, but it's possible. What do you have going on here?
It's a basil chimichurri.
Close.
Oh.
Delicious. And I've also noticed in our, with Cody here, we've got some fruit going on too. So it's not just going to be savory items. We also have some fruit dishes going on as well.
Awesome. All right. You can clap, sure.
Chef Booz, 5 minutes remaining. Chef Booz, 5 minutes.
Once again, these images are great. It's probably why you're not paying attention to me, so you can see that. All right. So, Tim, a lot of people here have questions about the community kitchen. Can you give me some facts about it?
Sure. Just going to talk about 2021. For a lot of restaurants, as you know, we're dealing with COVID. A lot of them moved to carry out, had a lot of protocols that they had to put in place for their guests. Community kitchen, we had to do the same thing. We moved our main location to carry out, as well as our express location, which is always carry out. Had to put up the barriers. Everybody was masked. It was a unique opportunity in that our volunteers weren't coming in, but we were able to give some of our part-time staff that weren't able to work their other jobs some more hours. And so we had full staff filling in those shifts where volunteers normally help us. We use a lot of volunteers each week. If you took the typical living wage right now, and multiplied it by the number of hours each month, it's probably close to $50,000 of volunteer hours that we have at Community Kitchen. Regardless of all that, in 2021, we served over 243,000 meals. 57% of our patrons were children through the various kids programs that we do, from Head Start lunches to after-school snacks, our Backpack Buddies program. We also just finished on Tuesday doing our summer food service program, where we go to 11 different low-income neighborhoods and serve lunches to kids. We just basically start from the day after they get out of school, and we go until the day before they go back. Our Backpack Buddy programs, where we have volunteers put together bags of food to assist families over the weekend. That program provided 10,715 backpacks in 2021, which was over 53,000 meals. And as Brad mentioned earlier, our new food truck, the Food for All truck, has been going to Ellettsville. Once you get outside of Bloomington, there's a lot of semi-rural areas where it is hard for people to get to our food locations. So the food truck allows us to go to different places. We go to 2 senior apartment complexes in Ellettsville right now, and the public library, and anyone can come to us anonymously and get a free meal to go. So we're doing that 3 days a week, and then starting this fall, we're going to start on Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays at a couple different locations in Bloomington. So that just gives us the ability to be more mobile and go to where the people are, and if things change, we can kind of change with it. And about the Chef's Challenge specifically, after 13 years, we've raised over $220,000 at this event. So thanks everyone for being here and participating.
I want to mention that again. Just this event alone in 13 years has raised almost $250,000. And that's because of you, the audience, who keeps coming back and supporting it and donating and buying auction items, but also these chefs who are donating their time, the restaurants that let them have that time, right? The judges and the staff, and yes, Vicki, even you. Yep.
1 minute.
So Chef Allen's got 50 seconds or so. Finish up there. Then remember, he's going to have 5 minutes to plate once the timer goes off. He's got 5 minutes to plate for the judges. So we're just going to watch that action happen.
Chef Booz, 30 seconds. $20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up. Utensils down.
If I slide into a coma, it's because of the aroma that's up here. This is awesome. All right. So they got 5 minutes to plate and present. When we get that going, you'll understand that. So looking at their presentation right now. Tim, in the meantime, what are our other chefs working on?
Well, let's see. Now we got some yogurt opening here on the pesto table, I'll call it. They got a lot of different basil things going on. There's like almost looks like a pesto flour or dough-like thing. Lots of different herbs getting cooked up in oil. I noticed Cody over here earlier, looked like they were frying some basil. So that's an interesting take on that. probably a topper for one of their dishes. He's kind of rubbing the pork loins that they hammered out in some flour. Looks like those are about to get fried in the skillet. Honey, maple syrup. It's going to be very interesting to see what all turns out here. Alan's stuff is looking beautiful as they get ready to serve up to the judges, and he'll be explaining each of his dishes to them, and you'll get to hear what they put together. Back to you, Bradley.
Okay, so we're almost at the end of that 5 minutes. Well, my hair has gotten really long. Wow.
It looks like Alan is ready to serve up the judges. Once they get the plates down, we'll have him tell us what he prepared. Looks beautiful.
Okay, I did 2 dishes tonight. I did a starter course, which is a savory oatmeal. I did a Thai curry style. It's got tofu, shiitake mushrooms, heirloom tomatoes, Thai basil, and regular basil inside of the oatmeal, and curry tofu. And then it's topped with a relish of heirloom tomato, onion, garlic, and a little bit of red basil. Then we did a stir fry, and on the stir fry we did basmati rice. We marinated the shrimp in soy sauce, brown sugar, and basil, and then stir fried the peppers, onions, zucchini, and topped it with a little fresh basil.
Awesome work, Chef. Thank you. And Brad, just FYI, it looks like we have a few dishes over here. They may be over-prepared. No, just kidding. They were supposed to prepare 6 dishes. We have 3 judges, so we do have a few that, if anyone in the audience would like to sample some of this fare.
Well, now hold up a second. Chef Alan, is that oatmeal vegan? It is not. It's up for grabs, everyone. So let's look. Do we have both dishes available?
Yeah, it looks like we have 3 of each of the dishes.
Okay, so
Chef Gradov, you have 10 minutes.
all right. So who would like to have the oatmeal and the stir fry together? We're going to start a bidding at $25. 25. How about 35? 35. How about $50 right here? You must be a politician with that kind of money. All right, $50. How about $60? Okay, $50 going once. 55. Whoa. I bet your street doesn't have any sidewalks next week. All right. $60. 60 right here. 65. Sir, I take back most of the nasty things I've said about you. $100. You want to go higher than $100? 100 going once. 100 going twice. Sold. $100. look at that. Look at that. Look at that. He came with another woman, yet he's already given his food away to somebody else when she leaves. She gets up to go to the bathroom and he hits on the women behind him. Look at that. All right. All right, so we got another set of the oatmeal and the stir fry. Let's start that again at 25. 25, how about 50? 50, how about 75? 75, how about $100? Anyone gonna go more than 75? 75 going once. 75 going twice. Where? 80, okay. 85. 85. Let's do 100. We can't. $100. Where was that? $100. All right. Anyone going to go higher than 100? 100 going once. 100 going twice. Sold for $100.
Hey, Alan, you got another buyer for a couple of your dishes.
Come on up, we'll get food for you. You got one more, right? Okay, we've got one more section. Let's start this one at 50. 50, 75. Ron, we've got one more. Well, you're a little late on that one. It's 75 now. 50 going once. 50 going twice. Someone just got a bargain at $50.
Chef Brodolph, you have 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Thank you so much. Great job. Thank you very much. That was the 5-minute warning I just heard, correct? All right. All right, so we've got another $25 Nick's gift card here. What are we gonna do for this one? Ah, I got it. The rock band Van Halen. That's Warrant, ma'am. Don't you dare go toe to me about Arcane Metal. I got that one, so don't worry about it. Van Halen had a favorite in their neighborhood that delivered food. Ice Cream Man, where is it at? Okay, here we go. Can you catch it? Ice Cream Man, there we go. Yeah. Cherry pie. I mean, come on. All right, let's do another auction item. How about this lovely around the table gift basket with local gift cards and olive leaf products. This includes a $25 Lenny's gift card, a $25 Brachetto's gift card. Olive leaf products include sea salt blend, garlic and wild mushroom rub, house blend dipping oil, Vermont maple balsamic vinegar, traditional balsamic vinegar, black pepper olive oil, garlic olive oil, mushroom and sage olive oil, cilantro and onion olive oil. Dillman Farms fire roasted pasta sauce, locally produced garlic roasted fettuccine noodles, a map of Indiana kitchen towel in case you forgot where you were, Hard Truth toasted coconut rum, and Black Country Old Barrel port. All that in one basket. This is a, well, it's expensive. There's a lot there. Yeah, so let's say it's worth $225 value. So let's start the bidding at $1,000. Just wanted to see if anyone was paying attention. All right, let's start the bidding at $100. $125, okay? How about $150? $150. How about, well, $175? How about $200? $200. You wanted to go $225 back there? $225. $250? $230. You want to do $250? No, I said $300. Okay, $250. $250 going once. $275. Now we're at $300. $275 going once. $275 going twice. Sold, $275. You're ice cream man. You don't look like the ice cream man. Thank you. Yeah. Can you believe someone said cherry pie? Can you believe that?
1 minute, 30 seconds.
All right. Okay, very quickly, we're going to get one more auction item in. This is this amazing backpack. I don't know if you can see that.
1 minute. 1 minute.
Let's hold that thought. Let's hold that thought. Vicki, are we still okay on everyone paying up? No deadbeats in the audience yet? All right. Except over here. By the way, that was the sweetest thing I've ever seen. That was really cool. To go ahead and pay $100 for food and then give it to somebody else. That's very nice. Two or peace, or are you saying screw you in England? Right? Oh.
30 seconds. $20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands up, utensils down.
Chef Cody is finished. Now, as before, he's got 5 minutes to plate. And in that 5 minutes, now let's look at that backpack, that picnic backpack. It has got all kinds of cool stuff in it, a variety of local food items, bottle supper, blankets, all kinds of cool stuff in a zip, with all kinds of cutlery and everything you need for a picnic. Put right on the back, right here. This is a cool item. I'm going to start the bidding at $100, and that's for me. I'm bidding $100 on that. 120. All right. Since it's for the community kitchen, okay, fine. 125. How about 150? 150, right there. 170. 175? Okay, we had two 150s come in right at the same time. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. 175. 200. Thank you for settling that. 225. 225. 250. I know you guys set up there so you wouldn't have to bid on anything. All right, 225 going once. That's where we're at, right? 225? Yeah. 225 going twice. $225. That's your winner. He's over here somewhere. Coming up and grab it. Getting ready to plate here in just a second. Sure. And just so you know, when we finish with the third presentation of dishes, we've got the sandblasted welcome sign, and we've got the hutch, the table, and the desk to go as well. So those are the big items. The big items. All I've had is a bottle of wine. I don't understand. All right. Looks like we're almost there. Now everyone's having a good time, right? Now everyone's ignoring me, right? Yeah, all right. Chef Graniff has 1 minute to finish plating. Oh, you guys are way ahead of the game here. We are seconds away from the second plating. You guys got plenty of time, so yeah. They're just finishing.
Chef Bueno, you have 10 minutes.
Yeah, you got 10 minutes to finish cooking.
Chef Bueno, you have 10 minutes.
Here come the dishes. Good job, guys. All right, Chef Cody is now plating. right, so Tim, when they're ready, if you can let us know what they're serving.
Okay, Cody, if you'd like to step over here, you can fill them in on what you've made.
Okay, so, yes, absolutely. This is a late summer succotash featuring red Thai basil and green basil. The shrimp is just lightly seasoned, salt, pepper, lemon, sauteed. Second here, we have pork milanese with apples and pears, lemon zest, 2 basils, red basil, green basil. And third course here, we have a risotto dolce, a rice pudding, if you will. And it has muddled raspberries, the red basil, which I thought would give it a little bit more of a reddish hue, but it came out a little darker. Coconut milk, strawberries, macerated with some sugar, salt, apple cider vinegar, and red basil. Thank you.
All right, so Tim, you want to fill us in on what's going on here?
Okay, so Eric's time is winding down here. Almost looks like a crepe going on in that dish. I'm not sure if that's what that is. And now he's got a piece of what I call cowboy charcoal, which is that big hunk of wood charcoal, and he's cooking pork on it, which is pretty cool. I noticed earlier a pesto, looked like a pesto gnocchi that they had made. Yeah, it's going to be really, really interesting as they finish things up here. They got some, it almost looks like a tortilla or crepe that they're making.
Yeah, thank you.
Here you go, Brad.
All right. Well, we've got some extra plates up here once again. Amazing how that happened. We're going to start with, we'll do the whole shebang in one thing, and we'll start at, you're ready, huh? We're going to start at $50, because it's 3 plates. 75, 100, 125, 125, 150, 150. How about 175? 150 going once, 150 go, what? 175. Whoa.
Chef Bueno, 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
Okay. 175 going once. 175 going twice. Sold for $175. Okay, well, we've got 2 more dishes. 2 more dishes. We'll start at $50 for the next round. $50, 75, 75, 100, 150, 150 going once, 150 going twice. Sold to that very hungry young man right there.
Chef Eric's got 3 minutes, getting closer. Still a lot of stuff going on here.
All right, we got one more. One more, and we'll start that bidding at $50. 75. 100. 100. 125. 125. 150. 150. 175. 150 going once. 150. 150. 175. 175 going once. 175 going twice. Sold for $175.
Two minutes.
Okay, here we go. At Asterio, we got a chef's dinner for 3 people. Chef's dinner for 3 people at Asterio. This is going to go to someone who can answer this question. Jersey musician Bruce Springsteen had an organ in his body that was always not satiated. Can anyone tell me what that organ is? Hungry Heart right there. That's where I heard first.
Chef Bueno, 1 minute. 1 minute.
I like this job. All right, so we're down to 1 minute here, or less. 30. You guys can see the time, I can't. So is it
30 seconds. $20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Utensils down, hands up.
Our chefs have finished cooking, ladies and gentlemen. Now we got 5 minutes to plate. It is my honor and duty to tell you that the People's Choice Award ends. The voting ends at 9 o'clock, so you still got 15 minutes to vote for your favorite chef. I know there's a lot of people here who work with these amazing folks who would love to see them take home that chef trophy. And also, the People's Choice Award. The winner, the grand prize jury winner, gets the coveted golden spatula, which you can see right here, the Golden Spatula Award. Now, of course, we did, as always, we get our spatulas from Spatula City. Spatula City, right off the highway. Someone get that reference too? All right. Are you the same one who got the faulty towers? No? All right. It's too much to ask, I know, but 2 obscure references. All right. Someone got them, that's all we care about. All right, now we're plating up. This is a lot less chaotic than the bear. Time. Okay. Two minutes to finish plating. 2 minutes. One minute to finish plating. 1 minute. Yep. And time is up, and they're getting ready to put the plates in front of the judges right now. Now remember, there's going to be 3 more plates already available for everyone.
Okay, they're going to serve up the judges, and we'll let Eric describe what he's prepared.
For one dish, what I have is a basil gnocchi. On top of that is a char-grilled marinated pork loin, medallion I guess you could call it. A little basil aioli on top of that with a basil chimichurri. For the other dish, I have a honey ginger and turmeric labna underneath a crispy naan crepe, if you will. Curried shrimp, and a little pickled orange pepper.
It looks beautiful. Nice work, Chef. Well, it looks like we have 3 each of those described dishes.
All right.
If anyone's interested.
And the one thing, before we get to auctioning these off, I just want to mention this very quickly. Not one of the dishes that you saw created here tonight were planned ahead of time. They took the secret ingredient, they did it, and not one of these dishes are being available at Applebee's. Not one. And and so if you are taking a date or your family or your grandparents or just yourself out to eat in this town, there's absolutely no reason to go to a national chain store. Chefs as talented as these three and these three sous chefs are available all over town, making amazing food in all different kinds of categories. Now, I will say, if you're working at one of these chain restaurants, I know you're busting your butt, and it's not you. It's just, this is the flavor of Bloomington right here. This is what makes Bloomington, Bloomington. And that is what we call, folks, pandering. Now, we've got 3 new full plates of food here to go. So let's go with the first one. We'll start that bidding at $50. 50 right front. 75. I heard 75 there. 100. 100. 125. This gentleman had his hand up first. 150. 150. 175. 175. 200. I'll throw in a spoon. 200. You can wear one if you'd like, but we got to get to the $2,000 mark for the French maid outfit. So, 175 going once, 175 going twice, 200. Yeah, I'm starving. All right, 225, 200 going once. 200 going twice. $200 it is.
Voting for People's Choice ends in 5 minutes.
And for those in the back, can we get some forks? Because all I have left are spoons. Okay, next up, we'll start the next round at $50. 50, 75, 75, 100, 100, 125, 125, 150, 150, 175, 175. How about 200? 200. 225, too much? All right, so 200 going once, 200 going twice. Sold for $200. They got the special plastic cutlery. All right, sir, you have been bidding all night long and you haven't won, correct? I'm going to give you the opportunity right now, no bidding, $150 for the last place. You got it? All right, done. 150. right, that's the food. So, once again, that People's Choice Award is going to end in, what, 3 minutes? 3 minutes. Or 5, give or take. 2.5. Vicky, who signs my paycheck, says 2.5, so. And we've actually got a few auction items, but we want to give that some time because we don't have enough time to get them in. Maybe we can. How about this wonderful, it says the welcome, the sandblasted welcome sign for your yard. That's really cool. Yeah, it's very, very cool. Let's start. It is a, from Prince Sandblasting, 20 inches in diameter, about 24 inches wide, 30 inches tall. Delivery is included. What? And no, it's very heavy. But it says here, delivery included. $350 value. So let's do $250. This is lovely. I was joking about it before, but this is great. $250. 250, where did I see it? In the back, 250? All right, see him? How about 275? No, 275? 250 going once. 250 going, 275? All right, $300. Where was that? 300, 325. It's for this lovely, the sandblasting welcome sign. No, we'll get. All right, we'll get there. All right, so we were at 325, right? 325 going once. 325 going twice. 350, and he'll take her home. All right, 375. 375. Handmade. It's a beautiful piece of work. It really is. All right, 350 going once. 350 going twice. Oh. I don't have a camera. Tell you what, I've got a camera on my phone. Let me see what I can do. There we go. We're at 350. Do I hear 375? It's worth more than that. It's handmade. It's heavy. It says that you're nice to your neighbors, but you're also better than them. All right, 350 going once. 350 going twice. Take it home for 350. All right, thank you, though. I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so we got the... Pineapple. This fresh pineapple directly from the pineapple store. Let's start this with $25 a donation to the community kitchen. You get a pineapple. There's a whole lot of you out there who have not done anything tonight, and you should be very guilty right now. A chance for you to sleep easier tonight and to have a little like payback on your friends you're sitting with is to give the community kitchen $25 and I will give you a pineapple. Tell you what, if you want to cut the top off and pour booze in it, please do. 25, where are we at? $25, you just won yourself a pineapple. Come on up and get it. All right. See this beautiful hutch? It's a beautiful hutch. It's got a retail value of $700. We're going to start that bidding at $500 for this beautiful hutch. $500. $500 right there. Do I hear 600? 600, where was that at? Right here, all right? How about 750? 750 right there. How about 800? No? 750? Going once. Going twice. You just won yourself a hutch for $750. Next is this lovely table. $1,900 retail for this table. $1,900 retail for this table. We're going to start with a steal price of $500. $500. How about $600? $600 for this beautiful table. $600. All right. Someone's going to walk out of here with the deal of a century. $500 going once. $500 going twice. $500 just one that's. You're going to more? 600? I thought maybe you were going to be generous and give us 600 instead of. All right, 600. Thank you, sir. Vicky, right here in the white shirt. In the glasses, white shirt right there, $600. Well, did you see how I guilted that guy into another $100? That's great, though. And finally, we have this lovely desk. $450 retail, $450 retail for the desk. Well, it's antique and walnut, it said. So let's start that with $250 for the desk. $250. The desk for $250. $250 for the desk. Beautiful. How about $300? Young lady, did you say $300? $300 right there. $350. $350? She's pretending she doesn't see me. $350. No, not you, sir. No. All right, $300 going once. $300 going twice. Sold to the young lady for $300. Brady, was it you? Okay, we're gonna go back then to $250. The desk. I thought you said. I'm just paying too much attention to you. All right. All right, that's racist too. Thank you, sir. That's two racists in one night. Good. All right. So $250 for the desk. $250. $250. We're back to $250. How about $300? $250 going once. $250 going twice. You just bought yourself a desk for $250. All right, once again, we want to thank all the sponsors for tonight's event. The judges right now are deliberating, so let's go back to all those amazing sponsors. I'm going to go through this again. Please pay attention because this wouldn't have happened without their donations. It's been a 2-year hiatus. You know, everything was up in the air. We didn't know we could pull this off. And thanks to you, thanks to our judges, especially thanks to our chefs and our restaurants who contributed. These fine folks, Maller Grodner, Piazza, ISU The May Agency, Meineke Car Care, Goodley & Sons, Fred and Marty, Bunger and Robertson, Goods for Cooks, Prince Sandblasting, Hometown Insurance, Performance, Ryan Schick, Steve's Roofing, Express Employment, German American Bank, Cardinal, and Cyprian Primitive. One more round of applause. Okay, Tim, if you're ready, can we get the judges' comments on chef number 1?
Yeah, let's do that. So, judges, we're going to have you comment on the first chef to begin, just the dishes. I can either pass you this mic to speak loudly into it. We'll start with you, Dave.
Okay, so the savory Thai curry oatmeal with the tofu and the tomato relish was awesome. Probably gonna steal that. The one thing that one of the things that I noticed that I really thought was okay. Sorry. One of the things that when it came time to plate, you guys were already cleaning up, and you were well on it. Like you could tell, like you have a lot of experience doing this. So that's something that that I noticed that is kind of a big thing. So.
Right, so obviously, just the obvious skill. So the experience, the skill, and you guys working so well together. So that was beautiful. And I have to just second the oatmeal. Are you kidding me? That was amazing. So great.
Well, and not only that, but you put oatmeal and tofu together. Now, who would ever think of, and that is so unique and special, and it was a very good dish, so. Yeah. So for number 2, Cody, I'm trying to see, he had the succotash, and I don't like succotash, but guess what? I'm now a believer because that was incredibly good. So that's what I'm gonna say.
Okay, then I will talk about that risotto. Oh my gosh. And the basil and the strawberry. It was just incredible. It was beautiful. Everything was plated beautifully. Fantastic.
For me, you did 3 dishes in an hour. That's not easy to do. Not at all. And yeah, those 2 dishes, the basil was like in your face basil. It was tasty, and that pork tenderloin, I don't know the pork loin. I don't know if it's because I'm from Indiana or what, but I could have eaten all of it.
And it was huge.
Yeah. So for Chef Bueno, the gnocchi, making pasta, again, is not easy in an hour to make it and cook it and make it taste that good. Not easy, so, it's right on. And yeah, basil was everywhere. It was really tasty.
I want to say the portions were absolutely appropriate. I appreciated that. They were beautiful, beautifully plated. And you obviously understood the secret ingredient. So it was fantastic.
Well, and I love gnocchi, and so thank you very much. And the thing I thought was really good with yours, it was 2 dishes, but you had layers. And basil was in there. But it was layers of different things, whether it was the little the curried shrimp underneath this stuff, or the, you know, the aioli. It was just really, really well done.
Nice job, everyone. Thank you, judges, for those comments. Trying all that amazing food for us. So I've been informed tonight with the auction items and tickets and the People's Choice, we've raised over $23,000 for community. Thank you so much. So this event kind of was born out of the idea of what, in a way, we do at Community Kitchen, and in a way the people that we serve often do, which is coming up with a meal based on what you have to work with. Our chefs each day come into the kitchen and, with the help of volunteers, basically put together a meal based on the things that are donated, things we get through the food bank, things we get donated through local farmers. You know, it's not cliche that the support comes from the community in many different ways, not only helping us have the money to pay our staff and drive the food truck and all of those things, but through volunteerism. I mean, we get a lot of our financial support just from individuals in the community, and it really is pretty amazing from my seat to watch how that affects people, that anyone can come in and get a meal. I wish I could take all of you on the food truck to see, you know, a group of kids sitting around a tree together, eating a nutritious lunch. It's, I would guess you can imagine how moving that is and how humbling it is to be able to do that. So, and events like this really do make that happen. So thank you all for helping us. Thanks to all the chefs for giving of their time, the restaurants for allowing them to come out on a Saturday night after all they've been through. And all of the other producers that often don't get mentioned, a lot of the food distributors who all of these people depend on. There have been a lot of bumps along the COVID road with not being able to get product and costs being raised. And it's also been challenging for our local producers. And there's not anyone that I've ever approached at the farmers market that hasn't been willing to donate produce for this event or one of their products. So we live in a great place, and I think Community Kitchen, from my view, is a perfect example of community and what that can do. Thank you so much.
All right, the results are in for the People's Choice Award. Drum roll, please. Your winner, Eric Bueno. People's Choice Award winner, Eric Bueno. Yeah, do you want to say something, Eric? You want to give him a microphone there? Tim. Oh.
Thanks for voting, but hopefully the food is good and I win that part too. So.
Now for the big one.
Yeah, let's have all of our chefs to the front of the stage, and they can bring their sous with them if they'd like to.
Judges, if you'd like to step up here as well.
Yeah. So this is for the Golden Spatula, purchased at Spatula City.
Which is Gouldy's, for those of you who don't know. All right, so this year's winner of the Bloomington Chefs Challenge is Eric Bueno.
Do you want to say a few words, Eric? I know you seem like a very excited talker, so yeah, go.
Much excitement, I guess. Again, thanks for everyone. Thanks for having myself and everyone here to cook tonight. It's really about the fun and donating to the community kitchen, so everyone wins kind of here. 2 years ago I was up here again and came so close, so it kind of feels good. But hearing that number, that's really what matters.
Awesome, thank you. Awesome, thank you so much.
And how about let's keep that applause going for all of our chefs and sous chefs tonight. First time you see that. First time you see a standing ovation. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and for those of you who are watching at home, these past 2 years have been difficult for everybody, but especially in the food service industry. They were the first people back to work. They were the first people on those front lines serving people when they didn't know if they were still going to have a job, if they didn't know if they were putting their lives on the line even by working. Right? But they did it. They came in, they fed you, they drove to your house, they brought you food, they did what they had to do to keep this community going. A lot of restaurants did not survive these 2 years, but many did, and because of you. So that's what the city of Bloomington is about. The community kitchen is what this community is about. We thank you. Hope to see you again next year.